Hi guys, welcome to another video, and if you've not been here before, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Overline Network and Metaverse. So what is the Overline Network and Metaverse? You can see here from the website overline.network. OLAND, you own it, earns rewards, join 2 million plus. Sign up now to claim your free OLAND digital collectible. So we'll just scroll down a little bit. Monetize what you build, and it's big. You can see here some comparisons between the other networks. Decentralized has 7,500 users. The Sandbox has 19,200 users. Other side is 34,921 users. And OLAND has purportedly got 2 million plus users. What is OLAND? Digital collectible real estate that correlates to wireless land rights in the real world, forming the first ever wireless metaverse. We'll ignore the mistake here, but we'll come back to them. What is a teleporter? At the center of every OLAND is a mysterious teleporter able to move your digital collectibles across chains. Teleporter mutations. Each digital collectible that enters the teleportation chamber has a chance to receive gifts from the divine. You get 1.67 acres per OLAND. What does the OLAND do? It provides daily rewards, a companion PFP, overline wireless, digital collectible teleportation, and more. And it costs $0, zero cost to own an OLAND. So the OLAND is the digital metaverse, which apparently correlates to real world land rights. I'll show you the map in a bit. With its wireless metaverse, which is the ōRouter, which we'll come back to again. The teleporter is a cross-chain network provider to move your digital assets and collectibles across different blockchains that support the OLAND or ocash network. Every time you send something through the chain across to a different network, there's a possibility, it seems, that you might receive digital gifts, perhaps in the form of an NFT or similar. So we'll jump right over into the OLAND now. Sign in. Let's verify I'm not a robot. I'm not a robot. So every time you log into the Overline network, the actual app, I'll be showing my link at the bottom of this video, by the way, so everyone can link in and help me out. So every time you log into the Overline network, you get a bit of ōcash. You see, you claimed 1 free ōcash. So every day, you get a little bit of ōcash. As you can see, I've been collecting my ōcash. Not only that, but I've got some cash back at some point. There's many different items that you can buy with your ōcash at the moment. You can see the bids here on the auction. There's other stuff you can do as well. It's supposedly tied to Ethereum value. Oh, I don't seem to have any at the moment. But in MetaMask, there's something going on with the network at the moment, which is making it hard to see what's what. This is all testnet ōcash on the MetaMask, and it's supposedly main chain in the app. So anyway, enough of that, we'll come back to that. So the token is a chain on the Ethereum network. Of course, there's high fees with ETH, but it's just the way it is. This blockchain here doesn't actually correlate to the transactions on the web do not correlate to actual Ethereum blockchain transactions. Only testnets. It seems like there's maybe a couple of blockchains running. Anyway, when you log into the Overline network, you come to the app page. You can see the live auction here. Scroll down a bit. My ōRouters. I've got 5 plots. Again, here's the link to spread the word. Every time you link in with this, you get a free ōRouters with your own referral link. So you don't really need to put any money into this. You can see I've got 5 plots here. On each plot there's I think it's 64. Yeah, there's 64 spaces there. So each plot there's a certain amount of power potential, and this shows what classification of the 3 types of land there are. When you click on them, you can see which assets you've got, and then which spaces you've got free to collect other assets with. So I've got 5 lands here, and I've been collecting my ōcash, placing treats on the land like this. You click on it. Oh, wrong one. Right, so buy ōtreats. So I'm just going to buy 1 ōtreat. Continue. 9.99 ōcash. I've got 49. Continue. You confirm the purchase. So with the lands, you can upgrade them, which I'm going to do now. Click on the ōRouters. Click on the ōtreat even. Okay, it's right in front of my face. So upgrade ōRouters. Attract creatures to build upgrades in their own end by placing treats. So you just bought 1 treat. I'm just going to place 1 treat, honey ōtreats. It's going to take 168 hours. So we'll place the treat. There we go, there's the upgrade. So that 9.99 ōtreat has taken me 10 days to get. As you can see now, I've now got 39.25 ōcash left from logging in. So that will take 6 days now. This is a Gen 4 land. You can actually locate it. Each ōRouter covers 1.67 acres in the real world. So we'll click on that to see where we're taking us. Now this one is quite cool because it's right by Niagara Falls. I'll zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Oh, this isn't the one, I'm afraid. One of my other lands is by Niagara Falls. So apparently this Overline network actually owns a bit of space. I don't know how that works. There's the address, the longitude and latitude. So yeah, I actually own that bit of space. Where I don't own it, it correlates to it. Let's go back to the network. This is getting confusing. So now that treat's there. 6 days. We're going to have a look now, see what comes of it. Here's some I prepared, which have been sitting here for about 2 weeks while I've got round to making this video ready. So let's do a little reveal, shall we? These are quite old lands as well. So this is generation 4. So we'll just click on this. As you can see, there's Oh, what have we got here? Water well. Oh, I haven't got one of them. The ōFriends have successfully upgraded your land. So there we go. Now if we click on there, water well. So that's new. So I've got 2 of 64. As you can see, that one there, that land is ultra rare. Right, let's click on the next land. Rose tree. Oh, I haven't got one of those either. Awesome. Right, and these are only 2, 2, 2. Nothing. So let's click on this one now. That land is just rare. Dutch windmill. I've already got one of those, but that's good because I can always sell it in the auction. See that there's 2 now. Let's scroll down. These are all generation 4. See. Reveal. Oh. The ōFriends were grumpy and did not build a new upgrade this time, so they have left you 10 ocash instead. You can use it to get more oak trees and try your luck again. So basically, the 10 oak trees that I waited for a week got refunded to me. You can see now this energy of this land, because I've got more items on it. The potential is quite high. Whereas these are quite low. It's quite a high one. So now we'll click on that. This used to be called artifacts, but now it's called the upgrades. Click on here. Now these are all the artifacts that I've got. Artifacts have unique and rare capabilities. Holding artifacts is the easiest way to enhance earning power among lands. There's a little bit of a typo there. So I've got the fairy house. Oh, that's a good one, that is. Carpetbaggers, dice for rulers. That's like a bit of a communication thing. So these are like earning power. Movement cards allow you to explore the universe by creating connections with otherwise hidden or unreachable places or pairing up lands with your friends. So you see I've got a Dutch windmill, I've got 2 of them. Turbo trampoline, scorched landing pad, movement. Magic helps you imbue your land with all protection and power. Mystical happenings occur where there are magic items on your land. I've only got the ball pit. In fact, I've got 2 of those. Communication. The ultimate community tool in the decentralized metaverse. Create chat rooms, filter and sort messages, become a wireless cell provider, access limited conversations, and start fully wireless capable companies. I've only got the walkie-talkie here. Now this is where the OLAN comes into play. These are like the communication devices within the metaverse. The more of these you've got, the more power over the network with communicating, maybe proving transactions with other nodes might come into play. Resources allow you to easily create building blocks that contribute to the rector. I don't know if that's meant to be sector. They are also a necessary ingredient for early commercial activities in OLAN. So I've got the rock garden, water well. And you can see every time I move over them, the arrow lightning at the top changes. They're the power that having those assets will give me in the network. The companions, the guides and protectors, these are like ōFriend dogs that you can get, and they help stuff. I'm not really sure. So there's the in metaverse, in-game Ethereum, ōcash balance, but it's not really showing. So there's different ways of getting ōcash, you can log in every day and get one. You can also do a lot of stuff on Twitter by linking your account like you would your wallet. Yeah, so you can get various sort of rewards for tweets that do well. So I did message the developers about all the typos within the metaverse, but they never got back to me. And in fact, JWB, I think it is, who was the main developer, sort of blocked me. And I'm only here to spread the word and learn and teach others as well as myself with this crypto journey. It's just a shame that if there's mistakes within something that are not corrected. But this is just the whole outlay of the Overline network. There's a lot of stuff that is not correct, but it's being ignored. Like the fact that the Ethereum network is not linked with the ōcash network. You can't see the transactions occurring within the game or the metaverse as what are real time. You can only see your account, and sometimes the data is a bit ambiguous. You can also take part in the auctions, buy and sell items that you've not got, and as you can see, it's like 300 ōcash is worth 0.01 Ethereum, but there's no market, no open market to show those prices and costs. This is just all made up in the Overline network. So if we go back onto the ōRouter page, this is a wireless device, an IoT device, a bit like Helium network, to connect wirelessly users without the need for third-party mobile network providers such as the cellular data. So the ōRouters looks like this very small device that will provide a wireless network. Now I've got a helium box, and the aerial on the roof is 8 meters high, and I do get a good connection, and I'll communicate with users 20 kilometers away. But with a little box like this inside, I can't imagine that it would be it'd be quite limited. So unless lots and lots and lots of people got these little devices that use radio waves and act as an IoT device, Internet of Things device, I don't think it'd be very effective. As you can see, wireless Web 3, if the internet goes out, you're still connected. And you can also collect rewards with the ōRouter as it's acting as a node, I'd guess. You can see here some screenshots of the ōcash app. I think these are just mock-ups because I've not seen these on any platform. So we'll have to see what's happened with the ōRouter. I've been on a wait list for quite a long time, but not heard back. And now batch 2 is apparently being released. We'll just have to wait and see. The Overline network with its metaverse is a great way for anybody to stake a claim to their own digital land and build upon their empire. You don't have to put any outlay of cash to take part in a network. The metaverse It's not the only offering from the Overline network, as there are other opportunities and activities to take part in. I think because this video has taken so long, I've missed out on the airdrop to the ōcash, but I'm going to go ahead and try and reserve my username now to show on the overall network leaderboard and to make the affiliate link a bit easier to read. So you're on the ōcash webpage, put my handle in, my email. Oh, there we go, motorcycles. There we go. Reserve and log in. Alright. I already follow him on Twitter, so I'll check once 5 minutes. Alright, so registered the email, verified it. This is me now. My OL domain is krumz.ol. So I've not seen this page before. It's my referral link now, so I'll pop that underneath. Got 299 ōcash. That must be the airdrop. Farming earned 21 million Ethereum. So that's the the cap of the coin. So it looks like I can stake. Grow must be across the network. And stacking would be local-ish staking. You can also burn coins. Okay. Okay. Good. After a little bit of looking, I did find this mirror.xyz domain that talks about the tokens wrapped cash to ōcash. Tells all about the growing, the stacking and the burning. And how the whole ecosystem works. So I'll link this in the description below for everyone to have a look at. There's just so much to do on the Overline network, it's hard to know where to start. But there's ways of getting involved where you don't have to put money in, which is the best option I feel. Not only can you log into the network every day to collect the ōcash, get a little bit, you can also mine it, which I spoke about on my krumz.co.uk website. The website now, for some reason, the mining pool, Extreme Hash, seems to have gone offline now. But it was a great chance to mine ōcash at the time. And there's some details about the testnet, the mainline testnet everyone could get involved in. There's a few mistakes in here, but most people worked it out. I'll also link this in the description. So yeah, there's so much to do. For the moment, it's best just to take part, keep logging in, mine some if you can, possibly trade on the different auctions like these, as well as the land auctions as well, the boosted auctions. So if you've got good land, you can possibly trade in there. These are lands you can see that 35 fill up, 36 or 64 for 1,000 ōcash. We'll have to see what happens with the OMAP as well. I think this must be to do with the land that's associated. So yeah guys, just keep going, have a look. There's a few other services like swamp.xyz that seems to be offline for the moment. Make sure you join the Discord. There's a few disgruntled people, mind. Well, that's a good place to keep up with stuff as well, what's going on. There's so much other stuff associated with the Overline network, including this Swamp game and other games. There are ways to take part for free, but a lot of the time it seems the Overline network just want you to pay Bitcoin or Ethereum to register and so on. I think every day something happens here, but it doesn't really work on my browser. But get involved with what you can. Don't put money in, because it does seem quite risky to me. Even though I quite like the network, it does seem risky with the developers not replying to the community or myself. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more content like this. Till next time. See ya!